Yoshi!
Wow, that was terrible. Hi. Hey guys, end of June, got a lot to talk about, gonna go quick. First of all, got podcast episode 15 up. It's Tetris and puzzle games, and it's a very special episode because I had a special guest. Talk about that in a minute. Starts off a bit rough, but I think it's actually one of the better episodes that we've done. It's really funny. At the end of the podcast, we streamed Mr. Driller, and I think that one went up. I've been having some problems with some of the streams that I've done not saving. They're supposed to archive to my Twitch, but I'll put a link below if I can find it. Link to the podcast too. Also, earlier this month, I did a stream with Michael Anthony. He came over just to hang out, and we figured, hey, might as well take this opportunity to stream something, so we streamed Mario Kart 8. Hopefully you can peep it. Links below. I think it saved that one, and I'm not sure if it saved the Mr. Driller one we did. This month has been really busy for me. I'll talk about what I was doing this month later, but for now, just busy. I've been working on the video game years 1987, and it's almost done. I finished recording it, and now I've just got to edit it, and man, it's a lot. You don't even want to know how much raw footage I have to go through. I'm not even going to say. It's embarrassing. So I gotta get that done, get that up. Speaking of which, the Video Game Years 1984 parts 1 and 2 are out now in the links. I was also in a GameSack video. You may know GameSack. The video's below. It's their review of the Retron 5. And Joe from GameSack said, hey, can I borrow your Retron 5 to do this? I was like, sure. So, you know, he actually put me in the video on top of that. So it's really cool. I think it's a good cameo, so have a peep. If you're not familiar with their stuff, you should definitely check it out. And the link to the video, and of course you can go to their channel from there, is all below. Their videos are really professionally done. Like, I got to see their setup and stuff. It's amazing. Everything that they do looks professional quality. Check it out for reals. Thank you to everyone who voted for the Zapper video last month. Finally got the results. The results are in. They're right here. It was really close. Actually, we have a tie. We've got a tie between Freedom Force and Operation Wolf. So I'm gonna flip this Wizards and Warriors, by the way, one of my game pickups. And then if it lands this side up, this is dumb. Let's do something else. Okay, I got Top Gun. Here we go. I don't care about this game. Let's flip this. So if it lands face side up, then it's gonna be Freedom Force. And if it's this side up, then it's gonna be Operation Wolf. Hallelujah. I really have been wanting to do Freedom Force, so Freedom Force is the next one. Is it gonna be the next video I do? I don't really know. I kinda wanna take a break from doing the Zapper videos, but at the same time, it would be great if I could get those done this year because this project's been going for over 2 years. Over 2 years on these videos, ridiculous. But we'll see, maybe I'll be doing my game room video because I'm really close to completion. That's mostly what I've been doing this month, I guess might as well just say. Bart is very near finished. It looks really cool. I'm also gonna get the flag up and that kind of stuff. And I'm gonna do that video as soon as I can. What is this awesome music we're listening to? Well, it's AlucardsQuest music. So I've talked about his stuff about a year ago, and he has a new release out. It's called Blood Rating, and you can probably tell from the artwork and the name of it that it's kind of metal-y. So if you like metal, you'll definitely like this. If you like chiptune, you'll definitely like this. So either one or both. If you like both, then just get it. Link below. So Dave O'Banjo of Gaming with Scissors, you've heard me talk about him before, he came to visit last month and we just had a great time. It was like nonstop eating junk food and hunting for games. That was basically the bulk of the trip, was searching for games, and holy crap, do I have a lot of pickups to talk about, so I gotta get through this quick. We also went to 1UP, hung out with Johnny Ketchum, and recorded a podcast, the one that we talked about. So that's a special thing about it. You know, Dave O'Banjo was in the room when we recorded it. He's from Texas. So it was cool to have us all in the same room. And actually, Johnny had to go home, but we recorded it on Skype. I think it's a good episode. Have a listen. Tetris, kind of, and puzzle games. 1UP is always fun. Played the 4-player Pac-Man. Johnny Ketchum got on the Dance Dance Revolution machine they just put in there. That's like the newest game that they have, aside from some pinball machines, which actually they had the Wizard of Oz pin, which is really cool. He's really good at that DDR, actually. I haven't played that forever, but I'm not coordinated, so I don't want to play it. I need a haircut. I'm gonna get my quarterly haircut. We went to the flea market. I haven't done that for years, and I've never really found anything cool, but I found some really cool stuff I'm gonna talk about in a minute. Went to a bunch of game stores, spent, I don't even know how much money. I don't even want to think about how much money I spent. Not good. Anyway, a lot of fun. Wish I could talk about it more, but you know, I only documented so much of it, but really, video games. It was all about just finding games and buying them. So let's get into what I've been playing. Still playing EDF 2025, but I finally finished it. I beat it on normal mode with the Trooper, so I could still go through it. There's 3 different characters, I believe, and a bunch of different difficulty settings to go through. So it's a friggin' long game. I can tell you that it's a lot of levels. I think it's a really good game, but it's not for everybody. I'm like 27 hours into Mario and Luigi Dream Team, and that's just a very pleasant game. It's just a fun little RPG, so I don't know where I'm at in the game, so we'll see. Still enjoying it. Other than that, of course, been playing Mario Kart 8. Played it online that one time for the stream, and then other than that, I've just been trying to beat all the cups on my own and that kind of stuff. Seems like I've been playing more, but I think that's about it. I rushed through that quicker than normal because I have a bunch of stuff to show you guys this month. So here's my game pickups. I have to show you this first because I bought this in April, and I've forgotten 2 months in a row to show you. I got this at that pinball convention I was talking about in April. It's a wood thingy with Mario on it, and it's like grooved in there. Mario grooves. I don't know. It's awesome. Gonna go on the wall somewhere. This is gonna excite you guys. This was right on top of that. Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass bought that at Goodwill while we were searching for games. That's relevant. I don't know. I just like Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass on vinyl. Tijuana, not Tijuana. I dunced it. While we're not talking video games, I picked up Steam Boy at the, I don't know, is it good? I don't know. I've been looking for this for a real long time. The real Ghostbusters, not the fake ones, the real Ghostbusters. I guess the show called The Ghostbusters came out before this, so they had to call it The Real Ghostbusters. Got volume 1, got volume 2. This gave me nightmares when I was a kid, but I like it. In no particular order whatsoever. Golvelius, Sega Master System. I've never played it, but it looks really cool. Bubble Bobble 2, no, it's Rainbow Islands, but I have never seen this in the wild, and it was priced about right. Akai Katana on Xbox 360. This is a bullet hell shooter as far as I can tell. I've been meaning to pick up Dead Space for quite a while, and Dead Space Dos. I got Armoid Koi Foi, as a 4-year-old would say it. As I mentioned for the coin flip, Top Gun research. Pro Wrestling research. Wizards and Warriors research. Wizards and Warriors 2, Fabio on the cover. The Karate Kid research. Thrilla's Surfari, and I just thought it was funny. Some LJN games there for you. Stopped by my game store, and he had just received some of the Bible games, got Exodus. I just remember seeing the Angry Video Game Nerd talk about these games, and they were freaking hilarious, so I just wanted to check them out. I already know they're bad. And the other one I got was Joshua. I don't remember which is which or what's what. I don't know none of that. Okay, the condition of this not great, but Skull Monkeys. I got this for $5 at the flea market. And actually this game I think goes for like $30 normally or something like that. So I already have a copy, but I was like, man, you know, it's a pretty good deal. Pick it up, give it to somebody or something, or sell it. I don't know. Wonder Boy, Sega Master System, just the box, manual, no game in it, damn it. Now I gotta be on the lookout for a loose cart of it. Stupid. Maximo versus Army of Zin. I didn't actually know that there was another Maximo game. I only know the one that I got, and whatever that one's called, Maximo. Onechanbara for the Wii. I just remember hearing about this at some point, and I was like, mental note, and I saw it, and I was like, oh, there's something about that game. Is it good? I don't know. I make really educated decisions when I buy these. Oh, there's Wonder Boy. And Monster World for Sega Genesis. That's not the one I need, but it looks cool. Now, when I say it looks cool, I'm not really talking about this cover art, because man, that is some goofy cover art. Couldn't they just use the Japanese version? Lemmings on Super Nintendo. I know I paid too much for this, but especially considering it's like yellow and smoke stained, probably kind of mucked up, but I've been looking for this ever since I saw Audino play it on Game Center CX. The Lemmings episode is probably one of my favorite. Crush on PSP, I remember hearing about this years ago, and I played, I think, the version of it on 3DS or whatever. Drill Dozer, Game Boy Advance, really interesting, slightly bigger than normal cartridge. Puzzle Bobble Mini, I think I already own this game but under a different name, so I dunced it. I thought I owned Diddy Kong Racing, but apparently not. I remember it was like Shane Benthouse or something like that on 1UP said that when he used to work at a used game store, parents would come in and they would mess up the name occasionally, and someone said Kitty Dong Racing. I just thought that was funny. However you say his last name, I dunced it. The Revenge of Shinobi. Okay. Iki on Famicom, another game that I saw Audino play on Game Center CX and I wanted to play it. Boogerman on Super Nintendo for some reason. I actually saw it at a decent price. This is, you know, an uncommon game, I suppose, not rare or anything like that, but I got it for a better price than it normally goes for, and I have kind of an idea for maybe doing something with this. Not like a proper review, I've got an idea for a show, we'll see. Along the same lines of that show idea, I've got Claymates. This is one of those clay games that was like Clay Fighter, that stuff. Ultraman, I believe this is the one that Audino played on Game Center CX, but it could have been a different Ultraman game, I don't know. In case you can't tell, I'm trying to collect all the games that he played, because I just watch it and I'm like, man, I want to play that game, so then I try to go get it. Dragon Quest V, this is actually brand new. I thought it was used and I saw it in the case, it was at a used price, and I bought it, and then they overcharged me. I was like, what the heck? And it turned out that they were charging me for the new price because it is new. They said, sorry, we mislabeled it, but we'll still sell it to you for the used price. So they gave me I saved 10 bucks. These were all pretty good deals. I mean, some of them I just, whatever, but got some deals on some of them, especially at the flea market. Davo Banjo taught me how to kind of haggle, but I'm not good at it. I always feel uncomfortable and I don't do a good job. Castlevania Mirror of Fate. I know. Didn't get the best reviews, but you know what? It was cheap and I just wanted to play it. I played it at E3 and it seemed cool when I played it for a little bit. And I don't know, maybe it's good, I don't know. I haven't played it much. Chuch Detective DS, it just looked interesting, and again, it was priced right. Do I have to justify every purchase? No. Front Mission 3 on PlayStation. I remember playing this when it first came out, and I really liked it, and I've just been unable to find it for a decent price, I guess. Air Guys, I don't know. I think it's Air Guys, but in any case, this game sells for a decent amount, and I got it for cheap. Alien Syndrome on Master System. Research, but I like it. Another game that was brand new that I got cheap, Never Dead. I remember hearing about this, and there was like a lot of like, hey, this is gonna be a cool game, and it came out and apparently it wasn't so cool. But I think it sounds cool still. Okami on Wii. I've played this on PlayStation 2, but I never played it on Wii, and it seems like it'd be perfect for that. Maybe I did play it on Wii, I don't remember. Product number 3. I seem to remember renting this like a long time ago, and I was like, decent? I don't know. Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg from the creator of Sonic. By the way, there may be price labels on some of these that aren't actually accurate because I might not have paid that amount, but Beyond Oasis on Sega Genesis, Zelda-ish game. Thunder Force 2, it's the sequel to Thunder Force. Flashback, Super Nintendo, man, probably not the best game ever, but I remember Audino played it, so I had to bet it. One Piece Mansion, I remember playing it briefly and it sounded interesting, description's interesting. This is one game I bought new for a new price, PS Vita Muramasa, gorgeous game. Been looking for this forever, Silhouette Mirage, brand new, paid probably a new price for it, yeah, but cool game. I used to work at a used game store where I got a free soundtrack for this game, so now I'm buying the game. Rhapsody. A musical adventure, it's an RPG. This was on my wish list, Bujin Guy, but I don't even remember why it's on there or what it is. Niner. This one was recommended to me by Brandon, my coworker Brandon. Shame there's no manual, but Clock Tower, been looking for this for a long time, so I was happy to pay. I probably overpaid. As I mentioned before, Retron 5, check out that GameSack video. Came with this nice little bag. With the Retron 5, you know, I've been really looking forward to it. I like what I've played so far, but not everything works quite yet. You gotta still download the updates, which I was kind of upset about because they said ahead of time, hey, you know, sorry it's taking so long, but we're trying to make sure everything works. Well, everything doesn't work, so I wish they would have probably just, it would have been better for me if they had just waited, personally. You know, it's cool that you can play some stuff in the meantime, but I get frustrated. I don't want to be downloading updates and that kind of stuff, but whatever. What I've played so far, pretty cool. Finally got an old school NES from the flea market. 25 bucks, complete, not bad, I suppose. I've seen it for worse, so hopefully it works. And 15 bucks, thanks to Davo Banjo, because he bundled, I got a Sega Master System. Up until now, I've only been able to play the Sega Master System games on Sega Genesis with the power-based converter, which you can plug into your Retron 5, by the way. And now I can actually play some of the games that aren't compatible with the power-based converter. Yay. So, got this Yoshi backpack. He was affordable. You cannot put Jack in this thing. Why is it a backpack? It's just cute. I like Yoshi. You know this. This is not a game pickup, but this was given to me by my buddy Davo Banjo when he was leaving for the airport. He's like, hey, peep this out. I love the soundtrack to Super Mario 64 and I didn't have it. He picked it up at a flea market and he was like, check this out. I was like, oh, that's awesome. Because I think what I got instead of this was the Yoshi's Story CD, which is awesome because it's cut out in the shape of his head. If you saw the Yoshi Story video, you know what I'm talking about. But I passed up on this as a result and I was really kind of on the fence, but it was the cutout face and the soundtrack. They're both really good soundtracks that made me do Yoshi, but I'm glad I got this. This is freaking awesome. Thank you, Davo. Thank you. Man, I tried to keep it quick, but that wasn't quick. Thank you very much for staying tuned. Next month, I've got to get something out. I really need to get a video out next month. I'm not sure what it's gonna be yet. Could be the update video for the basement, final game room video, final-ish maybe. And I also have ideas for other videos. Of course, you guys elected the next Zapper video to be Freedom Force. Really looking forward to doing that, but maybe not quite right away. Bayou Billy was almost an hour long and I got a little burned out, to be honest with you, and the video was actually so big file size wise that it was crashing like regularly and it drove me crazy, which led to, of course, my burnout. So videos that long, probably not gonna happen very often, if at all, because they're too long. People don't wanna watch videos that are that long generally anyway. So anyway, enough of that. See you next month. Pew!